This class has a unique opportunity because no class has ever dealt with not having the last 2 months of your semester.
You guys have had to undergo a hardship that none of us could even conceive. You had to fight your way through a pandemic in order to get the Catholic High experience.
Those kind of things have been so difficult to deal with, but they are a baptism by fire. You now have the keys to success sitting in your pocket. What are you going to do with it?
You guys started out as some of the squirreliest freshmen that we've ever had. And that's not an exaggeration. Like, we were wondering how some of you got in. Now, junior year, though, that transformation took place. The metamorphosis, the process unfolded, and your senior year, you became Catholic High men.
Beginning of the year was a normal year. Everything went smoothly. And then out of nowhere, COVID-19 kicks us out of the building, can't go anywhere.
No one expected it. I had very much high hopes for this year. It kind of took a surprising turn, but it's definitely been a change.
We found out we were gonna get out of school. At first it was a week and everyone was like, okay, that's not bad. But then it got stretched out to the rest of the year.
We've converted our classes to online using Google Classroom and Zoom.
The most important thing that I love about Catholic High is the interactions I have on a day-to-day basis with my classmates, my teachers, and just the general atmosphere of the place. And it's really hard to recreate that over online classes.
It's not the same, it doesn't replace class, but I think it's the best that we can do right now.
It's kind of the only part of the day where we actually get to see each other.
The teachers were like, this is really gonna put y'all to the test, let y'all know whether or not you're ready for college, because there's no one looking over your shoulder at home. Mom's not gonna come in there and say, are you cheating on your test? Are you doing your homework? Are you studying?
I think it's a feeling that we would have felt after graduation, the fact that we haven't seen each other through the summer. And I think, this is kind of a glimpse at what our future is going to look like, but I think it also shows how strong we're going to stay after all of this.
Anytime you go through tough times, economically tough times, or public health tough times in your family, you look inward. You look at your own perseverance, your own sense of resilience.
Every challenge in a boy's life should be a comma. It should never be a period. This is where I am right now, and I'm going to continue. And every time I overcome a challenge, every time I meet that high expectation that I've set for myself, not only have I become better, but the community around me has become better. The legacy of this school has become better.
A lot of the traditions we can't really do anymore. We have adapted some of them, which is not what we wanted them to be when we were first seniors, but you have to do what you have to do to keep people safe.
Watching the seniors drive up and drop off a tie in a bucket so that we could do the tie burning ceremony are things that inspire me. You're keeping up with the traditions that generations before us did, but you're doing it in a way that adapts to the times you're in.
What you boys did is inspired those people who set about trying to inspire you.
We have this big class group chat, but it keeps the kind of whimsical camaraderie that we have together.
We talk almost every day about certain things like classes and whatnot and how we're coping with this. I've tried myself to check up on as many people as possible to see how they're doing during this time.
Next year, we'll go back to school, but we'll value that so much more, because it's been taken away. Coming out of this, we will be a new community, which will be super cool.
Through this, it's kind of brought us all together even more in a way. It kind of makes us hold on and cherish those memories that we had with each other, no matter how little they were.
It brought us all together in a way that I've never felt before.
The Catholic High experience is rooted in discipline, perseverance, integrity, fun, and just loving one another like we're all brothers.
The friendships, the fun stuff that we do with our friends along the way, the pep rallies that we've had this year, they've been awesome. I've loved them. I think we've had great skits.
Sporting events at Catholic High are unlike any other school, I think. Just because of the atmosphere and the support that the student body shows for the athletes on the field, that's stuff that I always remember and I always enjoy.
It's just the things in the classroom with the teachers. Mr. Mazzery, freshman year, world history. That was a class. He screamed gentlemen at us way too many times.
My English teacher, the way he went about things, and he still does things, puts a smile on my face seeing how the other kids get to experience what I experienced.
We had Father Friend as our religion teacher, and we would write these reflections for him, and he would look over them. I don't know how he had all the time, because he would write nice comments on them, and he would write a lot about it. It was Father Friend's birthday. Senior class had organized. We were all going to go to Mass that morning. I mean, we were engaged in the Mass, and the chapel was full. And I think it says something, guys who show up before school to grow in faith with their brothers.
We said your integrity should be on full display at all times, and it was. And we said, you are good men, now act like it. And you did. You gave us hope by showing up to all these Zoom meetings and Google Meets and showing up to you and still doing your work. And that is you blanketing yourself in hope and deciding that, despair is for another day.
When I look back at my time at Catholic, and the reason that I tried to spend so much time back here is it's not because of the year that I was leaving, it's because of the years that I was here. The memories that I have here are all things that were incredible about being here. It was awe-inspiring. There are things that you can't put into words because I'll never be able to explain that to a friend who didn't go to Catholic.
When the chips are down, people's best instincts come out, and I think that's the lesson of the class for the class of 2020 is be resilient, be of cheerful service, and know that it's going to be a brighter future.
Catholic High is going to last through anything. I mean, it will stand the test of time, I believe. I mean, through situations like this or situations in the future, the teachers and faculty here still are going to do whatever they can to make sure that anybody, whether from home or actually at the school, is going to try their best to get the full Catholic High experience.
That's what I hope that you take into your lives, is that you can overcome. I mean, you've got it. Just keep going now. Don't slow down.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know, about to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for.
One of the things I'm looking forward to as I leave here is using the tools that Catholic High has given me to accomplish things at college.
I'm just happy that Catholics, it's kind of formed me into making the right decisions and always doing the right thing.
It's kind of sad though, because you're about to leave. You're about to leave all the people that you become so close with, but I really have enjoyed this year. Now, I know a sense of brotherhood as far as treating people the right way. Like that knowledge and knowing how to do that, I think it'll really help prepare me with different challenges I'll face in life.
Just to know that feeling whenever you get there, to know that you're prepared, I feel like that's going to be one of the best feelings coming out of this school, just to know that the traits that Catholic High gave you really prepared you for the next phase.
I'm proud of you boys because you earned your Catholic High diploma. You earned it. You're our 90th graduating class, but really it all boils down to you. You are what we dreamed of. And I'm humbled and honored to have been your teacher.